This is Greg with IIoT World, and I am here live with Ananta Islam, who is the CEO. And we're here. They are coming here live from ProMat's floor room. So, Ananta, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Pleasure.
Well, it sounds like the event's going fantastically well. We had good attendance from what I hear, 50,000 plus. Maybe we just kick off the conversation around just getting your perspective on a couple different topics. How do you see artificial intelligence and automation reshaping the global supply chain landscape over the next 5 to 10 years? And specifically, what industries do you think will experience the most significant transformation?
Sure, sure. Yeah, automation for us has become a way of life, right? We operated in a world which was highly manual, right? Labor intensive. And I think dovetailing off of COVID, you now have automation as a mega trend that we have absolutely adopted at Korber. And I always say it takes two to tango, and we are seeing our customers demand, right, that we move towards automating in all facets of what we do. So examples that we have are linked to programs that drive machine uptime, remote analytics, concepts like Industry 4.0, digital twin. These are concepts that we are adopting sort of as a digital layer on top of our mechanical equipment. So we have made tremendous strides in terms of developing those portfolios that we provide as an add-on to our mechanical supply, and it's come a ways in the last 4 or 5 years.
It's interesting to see how automation gets adopted and the digitalization piece comes together. Maybe if you can, what are some of the key misconceptions or misperceptions about digital transformation in the supply chain industry that you see out there or you hear kind of as you're engaging with folks? And then how can companies better navigate these challenges?
Yeah. I think the one that always jumps out to me is that somehow automation is after job elimination. And that is really a misconception. At the end of the day, companies are looking to automate in areas that they see that they can redeploy human capital in better ways or in other ways. So many times, what we are really after, and our customers are after, are automating functions or roles and responsibilities that are repetitive and where you have a tough time actually securing that human capital. So from that standpoint, what our customers and what we are after is trying to automate those functions so we can redeploy human capital in ways that are more effective, right? So it's not about job elimination at the end of the day.
Right, that's an interesting point. I think you're hitting the nail on the head. And it's a balance, right? I mean, how do you see that balance between automation? Maybe talk to that a little bit, but the balance between automation and human oversight. How do you see that evolution changing? And is there a line that should be drawn somewhere, perhaps?
Sure. Yeah, I think that line will vary for our customers. It's hard to draw sort of a finite line in the sand to say, okay, it's the same across the board for the industry. Oftentimes, there's also a payback linked to an investment in automation. So at the end of the day, the fallacy is that customers are just looking to automate to automate. At the end of the day, they're running a company. There's a bottom line. There's a payback linked to what they're looking to do. But also, performance is a key metric. So if you have a process where by way of automation, you can have a more repetitive process, you can mitigate downtime, you can develop efficiencies. That's at the end of the day what our customers are after.
How about co-development? Do you see a role for, strategic partnerships in driving innovation and resilience in supply chain?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. We've had conversations with chief technology officers of our customers where they really see value in us partnering hand in hand, not only with them, but also they're our customers, right? So you have the full end to end. You can really understand the pain points of what they go through, where we have our technical folks spending time with their technical folks on the floor so they can firsthand see where the opportunities are. So frankly speaking, that's an area where Korber really looks to add value and differentiate themselves. Korber spends something like 6.5% of their top line into R&D and co-development. So that is a big driver in also how we position ourselves to our customers.
Interesting. Maybe a parlay to that as well. I mean, there seems to be increasing pressure or focus over the past, oh good Lord, 5, 10 years, even stretching it around sustainability and ESG compliance.
Yeah.
How can supply chain leaders integrate green practices without compromising efficiency and ultimately profitability?
Yeah. I think sustainability has become a topic that, if you look 5, 10 years ago, it was a nice to have, whereas now it's becoming a must have, right? And from that standpoint, we as a $3.5 billion global conglomerate, we have a responsibility at the end of the day, right, for the future of our kids, and from that standpoint, we partner with our customers to drive sustainability as a non-negotiable objective, right? So from that standpoint, as I said, it's gone from a nice to have to a must have, and increasingly we're seeing in our customers' RFQs sustainability topics as a pre-requirement for the bidding process. And if you look at Korber from a global standpoint, we have made quite a mark, right? And we have secured several awards on that front linked to our sustainability drivers.
Oh, fantastic. Any lessons from other industries that you've engaged with, from energy to healthcare or infrastructure even, do you think could be applied to improve supply chain resilience and innovation?
Sorry, I didn't quite catch the question. Was it specific to sustainability or something else now?
No, even just looking beyond that. I mean, in toe stubbings, lessons learned that you've seen organizations make in one
Yeah,
sector that could be applied into
yeah.
supply chain.
Yeah, it's interesting you ask. I actually come from outside of supply chain, believe it or not. I spent 17 years in food, beverage, and pharmaceutical. And the lesson that I would say that I would apply in this industry, you are seeing e-commerce as a mega trend. And the rate of investment and growth is astronomical. And from that standpoint, I think you have to find a balance between how quickly you grow and how responsibly you grow, and how you work through details, and that you have a defined approach and structure to the process. Because when we're seeing the level of investment that we are and the pace at which some of these projects are going, oftentimes, if you're not going through the basic building blocks, you'll pay for it in the long run.
Excellent insight. I appreciate that. Well, thanks for sharing some time with us. It's been fantastic talking to you, Ananta. Best of luck.
Absolutely. Pleasure, Greg. Thank you.